Hmm. There was a spectacular path lined with statues and trees. Ancient mythical beasts guarded the grave of a king, and also my dusty memory.
找到了，就
Here.
是这儿。
Wait a minute. Is the character artist for this visual novel adventure lazy? Or are we gonna get the revelation that she's actually talking to a younger version of herself here? Also, again, shirts do not work like that. I could hardly contain my excitement. A sense of joy filled my heart. Everything was as I remembered. The path, the statue which Dad put me onto, and the historical marker which my mother read to me. As I walked along the path, I extended my hand to touch every statue, as if to tell them I had returned.
我回来了。
I'm back now. I'm back. I'm thinking I'm back. Finally, these words came out.
欢迎回来。
Welcome back. The girl answered in place of the statues. She put her hands behind her back and leaned forward, smiling proudly. She held the poise of a puppy waiting to receive a treat.
刚才带路，多谢了。
Thank you for taking me here. I reached out my hand and stroked Hajia's head. Okay. I do not make it a habit of touching strange girls' heads, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you, I bet. But I couldn't help myself. She was so cute. Ah! That's how I would react if a stranger just touched my head suddenly.
啊，对不起，
I'm
不喜
sorry.
欢吗？
I'm sorry, you don't like it? Well. She nodded with her little head and came closer. She likes this?
不过过了这么多年，
Place has changed a lot
似
over
乎
the
变了不
years.
少。
I did not remember this place being so clean. The statues were not surrounded by fences. The path was not so tidy. What's most important in my memory is that here should be golden. Perhaps it was autumn. Is that What's most important in my memory is that here should be golden. What does that mean? Perhaps it was autumn at this time? At that time?
似乎整修过。
It was carefully tended?
毕竟这里已经是世界文化遗产了嘛。
Yes, after all, this is a World Cultural Heritage Site.
世界文化遗产。
World Cultural Heritage.
这里是明孝陵甬道，明太子朱元璋陵墓的神道。
This is the path to Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum, the sacred way of Hongwu Emperor's grave. This is not so much a. This does not seem to be so much a game, more so than it's like a little slice of education of Chinese culture, I guess, which is fine.
哎，
Oh, I knew nothing about this. Although I am a native, I feel that.
从入口开始，分别是狮、谢豸、骆驼、象、麒麟、马。
From the entrance, I could see the lion Shazi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably wrong. Camel, elephant, keeling, and horse statues.
谢豸是
What is Shazi?
就是那边的。
It's that creature with a single horn. Oh, you mean well, probably not strictly a unicorn.
贺家好厉害，知道这么多。
Wow, our little Gia is so erudite. What does erudite mean?
嘿嘿，谢豸其实很常见啦，比如戴眼镜、头发挺长的。
Well, Shazi is normal to me, like a brother, really, with glasses and long hair. What? What? That's what I'm saying. Playing this game. What?
啊哈哈，没什么没什么。
Haha, nothing. Forget about that.
总之，这里现在是世界闻名的旅游景点，怎么样？不错吧？
In short, it's now a world-famous attraction. Cool, right? And the girl spoke with pride, like someone introducing guests into their home for the first time. I wanted to make fun of her.
明明是世界闻名的旅游景点，却一个人都没有。
World-famous attraction without a single person here? You know, that's a good point.
那是因为今天比较热吗？
Well, because it's very hot today. As Gia could not find a better answer, she got a little nervous.
没有游客，小卖部都不开，我可是差点遇难啊！
There's no tourists, no open shops. I almost died of thirst.
那是因为王阿姨家刚刚生孩子，阿姨回去。
That's because a baby was just born in Aunt Wang's family. Aunt Wang? Wang? I don't know. She went back to. It was funny to see her so unnerved.
这么说，此刻我们独占了世界的遗产。
So we have the entire place to ourselves today? Yes. She seemed to be satisfied with this. Gia's eyes sparkled with excitement.
好厉害，我第一次发现呢。
Great, this will be very interesting.
你还真是有趣。
You're interesting. These interactions are kind of weird. After saying this, I again stroked her head. These interactions are kind of weird. I guess I'll chalk it up to cultural differences, though. Hey, she enjoys this. The Emperor's tomb, which has sat here quietly for hundreds of years, served as the backdrop to this lovely scene. It felt fortunate to have made this trip.
给
There you are.
实在不好意思，
How very nice
都
of
包了
you.
我这么多了。
How very nice of you. Receiving the popsicle, I felt a little oh, ow. Just pinched myself. Receiving the popsicle, I felt a little embarrassed.
没事，张阿姨那里买一送一。
Doesn't matter, I can buy one and get one for free. What? Wait, buy one? Who's here to buy from? Gia then took a bite out of the popsicle she held in her hand. Also, what is this scenery? This looks like someone was making like an actual 3D model of a level of the environment to, like, I don't know, go through. It felt like this was gonna be maybe 3D at first, but then that was too ambitious for them. I don't know. Gia then took a bite out of the popsicle she held in her hand. Just like a kitten? What does that mean?
买一送一，
Buy one, get one free.
嘿嘿，买一送一是我的特权啦。
It's a special offer just for me. I looked at the price list. The popsicle cost nearly double than the usual price tag for such an item. I think you're getting... You might be getting scammed. After visiting the path with statues, Gia felt thirsty and wanted to lead me to a very special shop. As a result, we sat on the roadside next to an old broken trolley enjoying popsicles. So-called special shop. Is this place really a World Heritage Site? The popsicle tasted good, although I haven't seen this brand for years.
连冷饮都是遗产级别的吗？
Is this brand so old that it's also a part of this heritage? But Gia seemed unfazed by my comment and continued happily sucking her popsicle beside me.
哎，这是什么吃法？
Huh? Well, the way you eat. Looking at her, I couldn't help laughing.
哎，姐姐不知道吗？
Ah? Sis, don't you know? She seemed very surprised. The popsicle was still in her mouth.
这种冰棒用力吸的话会比较甜。
This popsicle will taste much sweeter if you suck it hard. Really needed someone, a better translation person to word these better. She seemed to be quite serious and awaited my approval.
用力 吸吗？
Suck hard? Brock Lesnar just off screen. Let's do this? Yes. Again, she demonstrated her skill. How fascinating she is.
那我也。
Let me... I tried to imitate her. It was indeed sweeter, just as she said.
啊，真的？
Juntao. Also, sucking on a popsicle like that, probably... You're probably getting a lot of flavor, but you're also probably really sucking the flavor out of that part of the popsicle, and then next time you go to bite the popsicle, you'll get mostly ice. Like unflavored ice.
神奇吧？
Fantastic, right? What cooling system is if there's no one around, if there's literally no one around and all this stuff is really old, what cooling system do you have for these popsicles up here? Who's maintaining it? Fantastic, right? She seemed very proud and resumed licking her popsicle. Again she looked like a kitten.
这么吃的话，后面会变得没有味道哦。
It might not taste so great later. I pointed to the top of it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
没关系，吃掉。
It doesn't matter, I'll eat it up. She took a bite out of the top. She immediately blew out her cheeks and stomped her feet about because of the overwhelming coldness.
没事吧？
Are you okay?
好冰。
It's so cold.
是吧？
Well, you should be careful.
下午姐姐还要去哪里？
Where are you going in this afternoon, sis?
一直麻烦你，不太好吧？
Does it matter?
没事，都说了，今天一天我来给姐姐带路。
Of course, I said I will guide you for the whole day.
那真的谢谢了。
Well then, thank you. I thought for a while and agreed.
我记得那是在一片树林里，有一片水面，也不记得是溪流还是小湖了。
I remember that it's a place with water in the woods. However, I'm not sure whether it's a stream or a lake.
嗯，
Okay. But the expression on little Gia's showed visible frustration. My description was quite vague.
果然还是太抽象了，毕竟是太平常的景色了呢。
Is it too little information? After all, this kind of scene is quite common here.
哪里哪里，其实我已经有眉目了吧？
Not at all. I've got an idea about where it might be. An idea.
看起来不像哦。
I don't think you know where we're going. She hesitated.
没有啦，真的已经有树了。
No, I really know the place.
那我们出发吧。
Well, shall we?
这边走。
Come on, this way.
Ah.
Okay.
不对，大概是这边。
No. Perhaps it's that way?
这边吗？
That way.
果然还是走这边吧。
Well, it should be this way.
到底哪边？
Which way? We were walking in circles.
决定了，这边，走吧。
I got that. This way. Let's move.
喂，等等我。
Hey, wait.
哒滴哒哒滴哒哒滴，嘟嘟嘟滴哒滴。
La la la. Wow, you you really let this little girl yap for quite a while on this one, don't you? I don't think there's an end to that. Humming a merry tune, we continued our journey.
夏天的山里走，这条路最舒服了。
This is the best way to hike this mountain in the summertime. I agreed. We made our way along a path in the woods. The path was actually a small trestled bridge made of wood. Perhaps its purpose was to protect the plants from tourists. Walking along the bridge in the woods was almost romantic.
Hey!
Ha! This story is very weird. Gia jumped onto the railing suddenly. Don't do that. She could maintain her balance when walking on the railing.
小心啊，这样走太危险了。
Look out, it's too dangerous.
没事没事，我平衡性可好了。
Don't worry, I'm a pro. She then twirled around.
看吧，天天走的，没事。
See, I said it's okay.
天天都要从这里走。
You go this way every day?
去谢爷爷那里吃午饭，这条路比较近。
Yeah, I usually go to Grandpa Zhu. Zhu? Zhu. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Grandpa Zhu's for lunch. This way is a shortcut. Grandpa Zhu. Perhaps he was one of the staff here. After the shop, there is a restaurant? Must be difficult to work in such a desolate place. Ah!
怎么了？
What's up?
我忘了，今天薛爷爷那里也不开门。
I forgot Grandpa Zhu's is not open either.
怎么办？本来还想说忍一忍，到那里去吃午饭的来着。
Where should I go now? I plan to go there for lunch.
哎，果然是饭店嘛。
So, it's a restaurant?
没想起来的时候也就算了，一
I'm
想到就……
I'm afraid we have nothing for lunch. Saying that, Hajia began to falter. Hajia? Perhaps it's Hajia. I don't know how to pronounce this name.
小心！
Ah, look out! She fell before I could get the words out.
危险！
Oh, geez. Ah, hey, watch out! I took Hajia by the hand and helped her to safety. She seemed dazed.
喂，怎么了？没事吧？
Hey, how do you feel? Are you okay?
凉面，
说什么？
What? What?
凉面，
My cold noodles? Oh no, you're not gonna get you cold noodles?
凉面？
Yeah, what's with this cold noodles?
薛爷爷家的凉面。
Grandpa Zhu's cold noodles, I'm powerless. A little girl not gonna get her cold noodles. Ajia fell to the ground then.
该不会刚刚碰到我的时候就还没有吃午饭吧？
Didn't you eat lunch today?
嘿嘿，其实碰到姐姐之前就是出来觅食的，结果一高兴给忘了。
I had gone out for lunch when we met. I had simply forgotten my original purpose.
喂，不要紧吧？
Hey, are you okay?
大概不要紧吧。现在我能吃得下5只兔子。
Yes, I'm so hungry I could eat 5 rabbits.
好可怕！你狐狸吗？
That's terrible. You are not a fox. You. Sorry. Let me try that again. You are not fox. Suddenly, I remembered that I had brought some food for the trip. It was still in my bag.
兔子的耳朵最……
Ah, bunny ears. So did our main character actually take the bag with her, or did she leave it behind? I was unsure about that. The hunger seemed to be making Hajia crazy.
要是不介意的话，我身上带了点东西。
I have something
要一起吃
here.
吗？
I have something here to eat. Do you want it?
诶，
Really? Oh, jeez. Did you tap the microphone on that one? You couldn't record like a second pass on that line? What? Really? Gia seemed excited. When hearing about this, her glassy eyes became bright again.
你还真是，也不是什么好东西，
Well,
将就着垫点肚子吧。
it's not anything to get too excited about. Have a bite.
是兔子吗？
Is it rabbit? No.
没有那么恐怖的。
Of course not. There's a really nice meal in my box. Is it a really nice meal, or is it something to not really get too excited about? There was bread, sliced ham, fried eggs, and some lettuce. Ooh. I could go for that right now. Man. Put that all on a sandwich and just eat it. My handmade sandwiches. Oh, yeah.
好漂亮。
Oh, they look really nice. Even though the sandwiches had been in my bag for several hours, they were all still in one piece.
来，给。
Well then, here you are. I selected a better looking sandwich for Gia. This seemed to make her feel a bit embarrassed. Why?
自己做的不一定好吃，尝尝。
I made it myself. Would you like to try it?
真的可以吗？
Really? Could I? Could I?
反正我也吃不下那么多。
Sure. It's too much for me to eat.
那我不客气了。
Thank you. Gia took the sandwich and then leaned against the railing. Oh, I could really tear up some sandwiches right now. I am hungry. Gia took the sandwich and then leaned against the railing. After carefully inspecting the food in her hand, she seemed to be pleased with it. The small sandwich looked quite large compared to her slight hands. Slight hands? Uh-oh. Well, I'm saying uh-oh about what is going on with our main character's eyes there. She took a bite of the sandwich. Uh-oh, what you mean uh-oh? What's wrong with the sandwich? Following that, she beamed what what was the uh-oh for? Did I misread that? Following that, she beamed her approval. Her feet repeatedly flapped against the railing like a little doggy wagging its tail.
怎么样？
How is it?
好吃。
Delicious! Her smile was evocative of falling cherry blossom petals.
我就说嘛，一直觉得姐姐身上有很香的味道，原来藏着这么好吃的东西。
I know you have something to eat, sis. I can smell it.
有那么好吃吗？
Is it delicious? I looked at Hajia and then I took a bite on my sandwich as well. Oh man, I'm powering over it, but my brain keeps attaching itself to how weird these like phrases, the phrasing for all this is. It was the finest I could have done, but it would have been a stretch to call the sandwich good. Okay. You don't need to sell yourself short. The sandwiches had been roasting in my box for hours. The bread became a little soft. However, Gia's smile could make any food taste delicious.
还有吗？
Is there any more?
吃完了。
You finished it? So fast. I took out another one and gave it to her.
这个是肉松的。
Well, this one is a pork floss sandwich. What is a pork floss sandwich? Again, she displayed this puppy-like exuberance of banging her feet against the railing.
如何？
How is it?
和薛爷爷家的凉面有得一拼呢。
As good as Grandpa Drew's cold noodles.
好好咽下去再说。
You should swallow it first.
哦，
Don't talk with your mouth full. Hajia nodded and kept on chewing. How could she eat so fast? Listen. Anyway. I couldn't help watching her as I continued to enjoy my own sandwich. After several minutes, Hajia had finished it. She licked her fingers with great satisfaction.
不雅哦。
Mind your manners.
嘿嘿，好吃吗？
So tasty. I felt rather glad to be appreciated.
来，
Come on. I took out a piece of tissue to clean her mouth and fingers. Her fingers were slender and white, so delicate it seemed that any increase in force would surely break them. She seemed to be in a trance-like state, lost in a world of food.
有重生的感觉，现在精神满满。
Ah, much better now. I feel as fresh as a daisy. Because of sandwiches or tissues, I didn't know. I don't know either, and I don't know about this writing. After we had packed up all of the garbage and took a short break, we resumed our trip. With Hajia acting as my guide, I walked along the wooden walkway. An ancient wall appeared before our eyes.
真的是这个方向吗？
Is this the right direction?
相信我，没错的，这里是条近路。
Trust me, this is a shortcut. We walked along the wall for several minutes. Suddenly, we were led to an open space.
怎么样？
How is it?
怎么形容呢？真是
I don't know what to say. It's so...
如何？
So what?
意外了。
So amazing. The ancient wall cast a striking reflection on the water. A small boardwalk snaked over the lake in front of this wall.
这里是哪里？
Where am I?
千湖，不过我更喜欢叫燕雀湖哦。
It's Front Lake, but I prefer to call it Bird Lake. Or... Yonk Lake. According to the brackets there.
燕雀湖，很好听的名字呢，有典故。
Bird Lake. A good name. Is there a story about it?
不知道呢，我猜可能是因为四神。
I don't know. Maybe it's because of the four symbols? What are the four symbols? Four symbols are mythological creatures appearing among the Chinese constellations along the ecliptic and viewed as the guardians of the four cardinal directions. These four creatures are also referred to by a variety of other names, including four guardians, four gods, and four auspicious beasts. A little auxiliary information on that, if you, the viewer at home, would like to go look up what the four symbols are.
四神，
Four symbols. Oh, is she just going to explain it to us?
你看山的西边不是有玄武湖吗？
Yeah, you know, the Black Tortoise Lake is located on west of the mountain.
知道，小时候常去玩。
Yeah, I used to play there when I was a child.
玄武湖以前叫后湖，这里是前湖，所以
The former name for Black Tortoise Lake was Back Lake, so here is called Front Lake, I guess.
前朱雀，后玄武。哦，原来是这样，何家懂得真不少啊。
You mean the vermilion bird is in front, while the black tortoise is located in back? You are so smart, Jia.
嘿嘿，
Hehehe. She seemed to be grateful of my compliment.
风好凉快。
Ah, such a nice breeze.
是吧是吧？前面的亭子，每次天热的时候我都去那里，在里面睡午觉最舒服了。
I know, right? The pavilion there is the best place for a nap, especially when it's hot. There was a pavilion under the tree. It looked newly made, but lacked a good view of the lake.
哦，等我一下。
Hey, wait for me! While I had stood around taking in the scenery, Hajia had already beaten me to the pavilion. She was already perched atop of a bench, waving to me.
不管来几次都很棒呢。
This is a very good place.
真的很美。
Yeah, really beautiful. Cool breezes from the lake caused the grim specter of heat to finally dissipate.
那儿 是姐姐找的地方吗？
Is this the place where you are looking for?
似乎不是呢。
Honestly, it's not. Damn. Gia was understandably disappointed and struggled to hold back tears. Oh no!
但是真的很不错的地方，也多亏你引路了。
Thank you for leading me here anyway. It's a nice place here, really. I tried to comfort her. My statement was sincere.
不知道秋天的时候会是什么样子呢？
I wonder what this place looks like in autumn?
秋天的时候五颜六色的哦。
Very colorful.
太夸张了吧！
Is that not a slight exaggeration?
一点也没有，大概再过1-2个月吧，雨一场，天一凉，再到太阳出来的时候，整座山都是彩色的。
Not at all. 2 months from now, when the temperature gets lower and it rains, the mountain will be mottled by all sorts of different colors.
那边的枫树，还有银杏和山茶，好多好多，一片一片的。
The maples, ginkgos, and camellias over there
哗啦一下，全部换了颜色，就像变魔术一样。
will change their colors like magic.
还有，到时候天特别蓝，印度湖水也是蓝色，还会飘着一层金色的落叶，就像画里一样，美极了。
The azure sky cast a reflection onto the water while golden leaves lay about the shore. It looked like a painting. She said this with great enthusiasm. It almost made me feel as I were there.
对了，到了秋天，特别推荐对岸的天鹅绒的草坪，铺上一层无丛的落叶，特别松软，躺在上面可舒服了。
I strongly recommend the grassy area on the other side of this lake. It's as soft as velvet when it's covered by the fallen leaves. It's a perfect place to stay.
哎，是吗？很软吗？
Is it really soft?
不过有点扎人就是了。但是一躺上去，什么烦恼都能忘记。
Once you lay down, all your troubles will melt away. Hajia's words gave me high expectations.
到时候再来看看吧，一定非常美吧。
Okay, we must return in autumn. It sounds so very beautiful.
那是当然。
Of course! Gia nodded excitedly as if this place was part of her backyard.
说到秋天，我好像想起来了，我说的那片水面似乎也是秋天去的，那时候好像穿过了一个全是枫树的山坡。
I remember. The time that I went there was also autumn. We passed an entire hill covered with maples.
枫树的
A
山
hill
坡，
a hill covered with maples.
我知道了。
Ah, I know it. Gia suddenly jumped up and took my hand.